What is up, everybody? You are watching Talking Ball, as you probably have heard. This is Talking Ball, and it's hosted by two of the biggest Spurs fans ever. We've got myself, self-proclaimed biggest Spurs fan in Indiana, and then to my right, we've got the lovely Jose, who is an ever-present member of the Talking Ball family. But what is up, everyone, and what's up, Jose? How are you doing? It's 2 a.m. You're sleepy, I'm guessing.
It's 20 to 2, but I said to you that I was going to watch Jacob tonight because it was his stream.
Big up Jacob, by the way.
He's done really well to get to the 3K. And then obviously he's allowed you to have an after party here. So I thought, I'll stay up. Don't know how long I'll stay up for, but I will stay up. We have some interesting guests. We have some interesting games. You've got an interesting show lined up.
We do. I wanted to put together something a little different, a little off the cuff, but that's the way we keep things in Talking Ball. If you've never been here before, Talking Ball it's similar to United Spurs of America in that we like to bring you good vibes. Our vibes, they're similar vibes. They're not the same vibes, but they're very close. I would say adjacent vibes. And so we really appreciate you being here and taking your time out to come hang out with us today. So welcome one and all to Talking Ball. We're going to go ahead and bring in our guests. First guest of the day. Boom. Here she is. We've got Totten Mom. My mom, everybody. This is my mom. She's a huge Spurs fan. But yeah, let me get this off there so everyone can see you. What's up?
Nothing.
Oh, well, lovely. We're really glad to have you here. We've got a great panel assembled. So not only do we have my mom here, which is actually really cool. We have Josh from Speaking Spurs in the house. I don't know if he's away from keyboard. Josh,
I'm here, but I'm currently writing stuff up, mate, and I'll let you explain it for later on. But yeah,
you got it. He's planning some stuff that's coming back later on in the show. My homies, we've got Leo from Mile High Hotspur. What is up, my dude? Let me get one, bro. Yeah.
What's up, bro? I don't have my headphones in, so if there's an echo, I apologize.
No, you're all good, bro. You're all good. No echo so far. So yeah, big up, man. Thank you for being here. You're a good dude as well. And then all the way from the other side of the pond, and God, she is up late. It's Ellie. It's Queen Ellie. What's up, Ellie? How are you? Are you fighting to stay awake? Oh, you're muted, by the way.
I'm the Snow Queen. Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
No, I'm okay because I'm nocturnal. Really,
well,
I am. I come alive in the night time.
Works out perfect for us. For us. We're all the better for it here on the channel.
Sorry.
The phone is falling. But we're back. So everybody, welcome. I was gonna say, as I said before, welcome one and all to Talking Ball. We've got a lot planned for you guys, but as you know, there's a match tomorrow. And I feel like, is it just me that's extremely confident? I'm extremely confident going into the match. We'll get much more in depth. I have some specific, questions and some games, but real quick, am I the only one? And everybody in the chat, by the way, big up to everybody in the chat. Ellie, your husband said, "Hey, way long time ago." Big up to him. Yes. He said, "Hello, all who joined Colin and my good wife." What a good man you got there. Grab hold of him. Don't let him go.
He's very happy because QPR won as well, 2-0.
Oh, perfect. Good day.
Yeah.
Well, as long as we win, it's going to be a good day at your house.
Yeah.
That's three games on the bounce for QPR now, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. They got a new Spanish manager in Jose.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, they got a Spanish manager and they've won 3 on a trot.
Well, hey, sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah, you bring in a Spaniard and you'll be all right.
Yep, exactly. That's what I did for my show. Look where we are now.
Colin, your mic's doing something funny.
Your microphone's like you're a million miles away.
Adrian.
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 I'm on the bed, people.
Big up,
keep
Adrian.
alert tonight, you know.
Yeah.
Adrian's on the
Getting
Getting ready for
good.
tomorrow's game. It's all good.
Yeah.
You guys
Good to
doing
see
okay?
you, Mile High. Good to see you early on the other chats earlier on.
Yeah.
With Colin.
Thank you.
Is that Colin? It sounds like you're talking from the other side of the room, mate.
Sorry?
I was saying to Colin, it sounds like he's talking from the other side of the room.
Oh, right, okay.
It's a bit, the microphone's gone a bit.
Got the different robe on tonight. The other one's in the wash. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I've got
my sun cream one on. Yeah.
I noticed Jacob was
I've got
wearing a
my
robe
costume
today.
on.
Well, I think it's catching. That and the flat caps, you know.
Hey, yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I think I'd look a bit of an idiot in a flat cap.
You need a flat
I don't
cap. Oh
look
my
an
god,
idiot
a flat cap would definitely make that. We've got some people in the chat that I've never seen.
Ellie's
before.
got a rescue my outfit on.
Yeah.
By the way, Jacob says to like and subscribe. Can you guys hear me now? By the way,
Yes.
Yes, that's better.
Okay. Yeah, it had somehow defaulted to my headset microphone, which is always annoying. But Jacob says like and subscribe, and the man is correct in what he says. If you guys like Spurs stuff and you're just nice people, like the video. And then if you think that we're cool people, subscribe. But it's nice to have every single one of y'all here. Truly appreciate it. We got Philip, though. I've never met Philip Bidwell, but he said United Spurs of America raid.
Woo!
Yeah. Go. I can't wait till this first 10 minutes bull crap's over and I can start speaking freely, letting the curse words out. But no, thank you for being here, Philip. We appreciate you. And then Adrian Sorokas talks a lot, but he's here now. We'll talk to him in person. Wayne Bonner in the building. Big up, Wayne.
Yo, Wayne.
Wayne is a true OG. We got Lisa O. Big up
Yeah.
Colin, Jose, and panel. It's just you, Colin.
Oh, chica.
I'm not confident at all, but cautiously optimistic. Hey, that's good. I'll take cautiously optimistic. That's fine. We've been hurt recently, in the very recent past, so I get that. But I'm very confident. Really, I am. Philip though is confident of another Spurs loss. We had kind of been going around. Hey.
Philip,
Hey, no, Philip, you are entitled to your opinion, my man. I don't see it. I don't know. I don't see us leaking that many enough goals. Really, I think we might come away with only 1 point. But I don't see us leaking enough goals for I don't know, for a loss.
At this point, maybe it'd be better if we went down one.
We don't need
That's what I've said. I've been saying that all day. I swear you read my mind. We'll just go down a goal early, and then we'll get real fired up, and we'll come back.
It's never good to be 1 goal down.
Yeah.
It just increases the nervousness.
That's how we started every game last season.
It really is. It really is. Nearly
bear in mind, bear in
4:45
mind
a.m. in London town.
if
Just came off
Newcastle-
Jacob's podcast.
Sorry.
Yeah. Hey, good to have you, Nita. I was just saying what's up to Nita. Yeah, but go ahead. What were you
Right,
saying,
Nita.
Nita?
Yo, Kuva. Lot of time for Kuva. A lot of time.
Yeah.
Kuva's a good man. I'm moving everyone around on accident. Yeah, Kuva.
Come
Yeah,
on, Kuva. Come on.
join us,
Come on,
bud.
Kuva.
Come
Get
on.
Kuva on.
Get everybody. We'll get the band back
Get
together.
Kuva on. Get Kuva on.
Whoa, and Boris
Late as
Britt's
well.
here, but Kuva says it's pretty late here, but I'm happy to keep the good vibes going that I felt all day. We are nothing but good vibes,
Good
Kuva. That is all we are running on right now is good vibes. No sleep, energy drinks, and good vibes today. And again, thank you for contributing to those vibes. Boris Britt, though, is becoming a familiar face. Says, hello, guys. Let's just go out and play our game. Hopefully we've improved the final third. That brings up a good point. How wasteful Spurs have been.
Puppy.
Oh yes. What's the puppy's name? What's the puppy's
Lovely
name?
dog.
Lipstick.
Lipstick.
Aw.
Let me get his banner up. Yeah, everybody. This is Lipstick. I want him solo layout. Boom, everybody. Hey, say hello to Lipstick. Spurs fan, I'm gonna guess, right? Or does Lipstick support another team?
He's a lily white anyway.
Yeah,
Damn right, the
exactly.
Lily White. You're damn right. Adrian.
Yeah. Okay. I just had to make sure. Dogs could choose whatever team they want to support, and so
course.
So yeah, good.
My dog did not get the choice to choose. Colin, it was born in Chihuahua, brought here, and it is now 100%.
There you go. There you go. Amen. Love it. But yeah, so you guys, how wasteful Spurs have been. I feel like if we put away any of our chances, I mean, we definitely are so light on the defensive side of things right now. But I think that if we could just put away chances, we create so many.
Damn, right.
I think that, you know what I mean. I still think that we could really overcome our defensive deficiency by just being able to finish. If they're not doing finishing drills like only at training sessions, I swear, you guys know what I mean. Like, it's just the
there's
football
lots of good chances, but they're just not with enough integrity. They go in and they just whiff it in. It's like there's so many times in the last 2 games that we could have scored if they just had a little bit more confidence behind it, or a little bit more,
We couldn't finish our dinner
no, we could not.
And that's the problem. Jose, do you feel like it's time? I know that it is, but I want you to tell the people who you think it's time that we get in there in the center of the pitch, or up top in the center, to maybe help us with our finishing and get us back on the right track. Was there a player you had in mind?
For me, I said it yesterday and I'll say it again. We don't know. Although Ange did a presser yesterday, he said that Son hadn't been looked at. So I'm basing what I'm going to say on if Son was out, right? Because it's the only way that the only way this player comes in is if Son's out, is out injured. Otherwise, this player doesn't get started. For me, I'd like to see Kulu drop back into the 10 role again.
Agreed, definitely.
I said I'd give Basuma one more chance, and that's only because Sar's coming back from injury at the moment. I'd give Basuma one more chance because he's not played. He's not been at it for about the last 6, 7, 8 games. I'd continue with Lo Celso in the middle there. The back 4 picks itself, and up front, if Son's fit, I'd prefer to have Richarlison, Son, and Brennan Johnson tomorrow. But if Son's not fit, I'd like to see us go with Richarlison, Villiers, Johnson. I think that we've got loads in attack, and as I've said before, and Adrian said this as well, I think the other day, is that Newcastle they're playing in Europe in the Champions League next week. And it's a lot of money to get to the last 16. It's a lot of money for the club. And believe it or not, Newcastle need money because they're trying to play by the rules at the moment. So they're going to need money like anyone else. And therefore, I watched them play against Everton as well the other night. They were very tired. They were on the floor. They were absolutely knackered because they've been playing in Europe and they've not been changing their team up. And I just think it's the best time to play them. If we can finish our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm going for a 4-0 win.
I would absolutely take that 100%. That's the way I'm feeling. I think it's going to be at least 3 goals scored by Spurs.
God, I hope you guys are right.
But
we've got some comments that are making great points too, though.
I'll let yourselves think about it. But the way, are we playing the football that we want to see? Is Ange instilling a philosophy and will play this way or every game? Yes, he will. Sooner or later, a team's going to get it. And it won't be just the once. It'll be once and then it will happen again and then again. And this is what we're going to get to. But we've got to start somewhere. And I can't see why we just can't start tomorrow.
This is the thing that worries me, Jose, because a lot of Celtic fans have said that Ange Postecoglou notoriously has no plan B. So if we get found out, then what do we do in that situation? That's the slightly worrying thing at the moment. And I know a lot of questions are going to be asked about Ange by those that are heavily critical. You're entitled to your opinion, but at the same time, Ange needs time to build a system. He needs to build a system.
Josh, what do you mean by plan B?
He doesn't have a backup option in terms of if one formation gets found out, he doesn't have an alternative.
Well, you just do it better.
My counter to that is no. To me, no managers. I think it's a myth with plan B. With most managers, what it is, they set up a game plan. If we think an opposing team's got a weak left back, right back, or weak in position, we may choose to attack that area when we have the opportunity to do that. But when people talk about plan B, when you've set up or you've got to start with your players prior to a game, you don't sort of say well, if this goes wrong, that happens. If you're in the second half, where's the plan B? What normally happens is, Redknapp, I've heard many managers say this, what they usually do, well, what we do is we'll bring a few players on that we can substitute. But give us something different that may be able to change the game in our favour. I've never been a believer in Plan B, to be honest with you. I know where you're coming from. I know what you're thinking, but it's not Plan B.
Sometimes a Plan B is just like you said, a player. Like we used
change from something you've worked on all in training and go bang, we're going to change it. All this Plan B talk I hear of is like it doesn't stick with me. It doesn't make it sound right. It's just my opinion. You know?
Hold on, you guys. I'm getting a phone call.
Who's coming in?
Hello.
Who is it?
Kuva. Are you serious, Kuva?
Yeah, come in.
Oh my God.
in,
Here you go, bud. Here you go.
Kuva.
Guys, we've got
Kuva.
Kuva.
The other night. Reps to you, mate.
Yeah.
Big up, everyone. Yeah, a bit late. I'm usually tucked up in bed at this time of night, but I thought
I like to imagine you wear a sleeping
You
cap,
can sleep
like,
tomorrow if you're not going to the game like I am.
well, you know what? Jose and Colin have often asked me to come onto shows, and I thought it's just too late at night for me. Leo as well. The amount of times he's asked, and I feel so guilty of not doing it.
Big up, Leo.
You can only be so many places at once.
You don't need any beauty sleep, Cooper, because you're beautiful already.
Of course I don't. I'm the proof, isn't it?
That's it, right? You don't
We've
need
got
it.
Scott saying we get close to creating chances, but miss out on the last key part. Haven't been missing many sitters at all lately. I disagree about missing sitters, but anyway, I just wanted to bring that up before I forgot about it. But Kuva, it is so good to have you here, man. It's positive vibes time, and that's what the world needs right now. That's what you bring to the world. So thank you again for being here. That's
my choice for our Plan B is to stick with Plan A, but do it better.
Look at this, Edward. Hey, so Edward.
Hey, I didn't even see it because I don't even see the thing.
Really?
Yeah, Edward.
You know what our Plan B is? Bring on Hojbjerg.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Josh,
it kind of is.
Every time he's come on, he's
Hojbjerg always performs better when he comes on as a sub rather than when he starts.
Well, that's a fact.
That's true. That's absolutely true.
Very well.
Oh, I've got a bite. I've got a bite. I've got a bite.
Whenever he comes on, he always makes a difference.
Not always a good difference.
Hey, everybody say hi to Nippon.
He played well against West Ham. He played well.
Hey, Nippon from NS Sports TV. What's up, brother?
Hi, Nippon.
Yeah. Go on, Nippon. He's usually on this time.
There's something really important has happened and nobody's reacting to it. There's a cat on screen now. We're supposed to all stop for a moment, aren't we?
Oh, yeah. Everybody admire the cat. His name's Lenny.
Lenny.
That's it. I'm done. I'm happy for the night.
He's a good cat.
He's a ginger cat.
Oh yeah, the
runs
best
in a
kind.
family, yeah. Runs in a family.
Yeah.
It does.
The only thing, so we've had a dog. We've had a dog. We've had a cat. The only thing that can top this is if someo's got a pet ferret.
No, I don't.
Anybody got a ferret?
I've got a ginger pussy.
Yeah.
I have.
I don't think I've got a pet ferret, but you can't tell with those things, can you?
Yeah. I know it's quite messy around here as well.
Is it a scarf? Is it a ferret? Who knows?
That's the game. That's the game you play. That's the game you play sometimes. But yeah, we've got some awesome people in the chat. Hasper TV, what is up, my guy? But yeah, but basically, Edward was saying that subs are Plan B. That Plan B is subs, and Fernando Llorente used to be our Plan B. You know what I mean? A game wasn't going our way.
Do we have subs at this point?
Yeah, but
I was about to say
our depth is so thin that I don't know that we have any subs actually.
No,
not in the positions we need, at least.
I'd like to see him bring on the youngsters, man.
I'd like to see that.
Because what we've got is Dross, Oliver Skip. Oh.
God, I'm so glad that
every time I see him come in the game, I just shudder.
Your heart drops, doesn't it?
He's better than Hojbjerg. He's better than Hojbjerg.
No, he isn't. Shut up, Joshy. I know where you go. You go
Nita,
to the last grade.
Nita, thank you. We appreciate you in the chat, by the way, Nita. Nita's in the chat. Yeah.
I think I'm quite optimistic about the youngsters, to be honest, because I remember at the start of the season when we'd signed Valise and Ange said, you know what, he's going to be about 6 months away. but he's been getting chances. Only a few minutes at a time, but he is getting chances. And I think the likes of Dorrington, Donley, they're not that far off. I think I'm just trusting Ange in his judgment of thinking.
Man, Ash Phillips would be great to have right now.
Yeah,
I totally agree, Kuva. I think we'll see, like, all right, we want the season to go well, perhaps win the FA Cup, finish top 4, get Champions League spot. But I can see, I'm reading between the lines with Forster to be given another year, because I don't rate what I've seen of Brandon Austin and Alfie Whiteman, but I like the look of Josh Keeley, what I've seen, and I think that after next season, Keeley will be the number 2 keeper. You know, and I can see Donley, Alfie Devine, perhaps Dorrington, all becoming members of the first team squad. And I particularly like Santiago. I just like the look of him. But I mean, I don't know if these players will hit it. But I mean, like, I'm more excited about this crop of youngsters than what I've seen in the past when I used to go and watch academy games and that. But that doesn't mean anything, right?
Right.
Because they step up and prove themselves. But we have got what I've looked at, this unbeaten side. I mean, you take young Mikey Moore, who tore a calf muscle today. Like, I think he had like 14 games, 17 goals, 11 assists or something. He's 16. The guy, he looks a precocious talent. You know, look at Donley, 6 goals in 12 games. I don't know if he's got 11 assists or 6 assists. I'm trying to remember now. But, you know, I could see Donley coming through. Lancashire, soon
You've got the players.
Banging goals in. You know, I mean, like, I watch these guys play on Spurs play. All right, it's academy football. So you can't turn around and say, like, yeah, you're going to make it, right? But I've never seen such a good crop of youngsters at Spurs, ever. I've never seen it.
And we got Noel John as well, who I particularly love.
Yeah, when he can play a midfielder.
Philip, I'm going to star this comment. We're going to come back to it. But before, I see some people leaving, and that's totally cool, everybody. I get it. People have lives. It's late. But before everybody goes, I want to treat everyone to a bit of Keeper West Ham, just for the people that are maybe watching and haven't seen it. This is the internet's favorite Tottenham game show. It's called Keeper West Ham. It has a banging intro, and I don't think really anything more needs to be said. Let me stop the music. The music needs to stop.
I thought it was me. Like, I was trying to see where that music was coming from.
No, I'm slyly putting it in the background. But everybody, here we go. Keeper West Ham time. Everyone, it is your host of Keeper West Ham, Colin, here to put you in a very precocious situation. Precarious is the word I was looking for, but I'm going to put you in a situation, and it's not a good one. You're going to be faced with 2 players. One of the players gets to stay at Spurs, and the other player goes straight to hell. I mean, West Ham. So we'll get that going, but
Leo's behind the West Ham.
I know, Leo. Let me get that off there for you. That's just rude. There we go. We don't want anyone thinking that you're a West Ham supporter for any reason. If you're watching this and you're a West Ham supporter, sorry for that. I apologize for being born into a family like that. But yes, there you go.
Nice.
He's Spurs all the way through. You couldn't get any more Spurs than that. And real quick, as the show gets started, I want to say we're dual streaming this show on my co-host Jose's channel. It's El Cockero. So please give him a like and a sub. If you're watching this on the Talking Ball channel, like I said, it's dual streaming. El Cockero, pop over there. He is an up and comer as well as myself, and he's right. He's here as well. I'll let you guess which one he is. But
What are the rules, Colin? Tell people the rules who haven't played the game before. What are the rules as keeper West Ham?
Basically, I'm going to pit two players together. They're both Spurs players. They can be present players, past players. Maybe some of you guys have played this one, but what's cool is they evolve a little bit as time goes on because players' roles in the team change, their importance changes. But anyway, you'll be presented with two players. I made this one easy, and I need you to tell me which player stays and which player goes to West Ham. When I say easy, I mean there are no rules other than that. Like no, it's not,
okay. I was gonna say they're never easy.
It's not a three-person one. It's not. Yeah. Let me get it.
I didn't pick them this week. I didn't pick them today, Julie, so it might be easy.
Okay, because some of them are wicked hard.
I've played no part in today's show.
Oh, man.
Van de Ven versus Romero. Pay no attention to the fact that Romero, I don't think he has the current kid on. But you guys, and it's this one I think is an interesting one that makes you think because we've had lengthy periods of time with both out of the club or with out of the team. I have an opinion, but I don't want to tell you guys yet. Well, I guess I feel like we're missing.
Hasper's coming straight away and said Romero, but we don't know. Is Romero you keeping Romero or are you sending Romero to West Ham?
Yeah, got to say
So
which one.
that's what we can't understand. Scott M's got the game properly because he knows how to do it. But yeah, let's go around the panel. Who are you starting with, Colin?
I'm gonna keep Van de Ven. That pace and strength is something that you so rarely find. He's got pace, ball control, strength. He's young. I don't know. That's something you rarely find. His pace is unreal, and I think that is what made us look so good was that we had Van de Ven to mop up. I think Romero's world class, but I think in a couple of years Van de Ven's off to Madrid. You know what I mean? Like he's that good. And so I know it's controversial, but I say keep Van de Ven, send Romero to West Ham. Also, Romero's a red card magnet. He's already got himself labeled as such. So even if he's not really doing anything that bad, he won't get the benefit of the doubt because he's Romero. So that's just my opinion on that one. It's tough. It's a really tough one for me as well. I say I just want everyone to see. I'm saying it. I think Van de Ven's more important than Romero. Bam, there, I said it. All right. So next is you, Ma.
Okay, I'm gonna say currently I feel like Romero's more important currently, but I feel like the ceiling is so high for Van de Ven that he would just scratching the surface. But then again, you don't really know because we're just scratching the surface. He's definitely physically gifted in his height and his speed. But the wiliness of Romero is pretty important as well. If I had to say today, I could only keep one. I think I'd keep Romero. But if I was going to talk long term, I think I'd keep Van de Ven.
Very, very cultured answer. Very nice. So that brings us next to hold on. Sorry, I'm not being a good host. That brings us next to Jose. What do you have to say about this business?
I'm co-host. I'm getting lost.
Okay, well, Scott, I'll go real quick. Scott M says, easy, keep Romero, no doubt. Those are some strong words, my man. Wayne Bonner disagrees. Wayne Bonner says VDV. I assume that's who you're keeping. And I clarified and said Romero to West Ham. Wow. I have people that might be more on my side than I thought. So we'll go ahead and
people are just salty.
What do you got to say about this, my man? Josh, can you hear me, sir? Oh, you muted.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Right.
What do you have to say?
I would keep Van de Ven and send Romero to West Ham, and the reason being is I think Romero's hit his pinnacle. I think he's hit his ceiling, and I don't think he's going to be. I don't think he's going to get any better.
I do.
I don't think he will. I think Van de Ven, at the level he's at, he's not that far off Romero, and he's still really, really young, and he's got so much development left in him that I genuinely feel is with Van de Ven, we've got a better all-round defender than Romero, and like Hasper's just said there, without Van de Ven, we can't play that high line. We struggle playing the high line without Van de Ven because we don't have someone quick enough to track back.
Yeah.
So for me, Van de Ven stays.
We got Nita in the chat with what I think is song lyrics. Maybe song lyrics coming from Nita. Big love, Nita. But yeah, and Hasper saying Romero's not an elite defender. Far from it. I'm not sure I'll go that far, but so this puts us next with who do we have up here next? It's gonna be Kuva. You want to go next on this one here, bud?
Yeah, this is really easy for me. Send him Van der Ven. He's injured. I'm quite happy to send West Ham injured players. We'll have him back again. They can have prime Messi if his leg's broken.
Let's flip the script, Kuba. They're both fit. They're both ready to play. Who are you sending to West Ham?
Oh, that's different, isn't it? Right, okay. For me, I've got to disagree with Haz. I like Haz, but I think Romero is.
He doesn't like you, Haz. He told me earlier.
Yeah. I'm looking to track him down, give him a real beating over this.
Yeah. You can take him. He's only little.
No, Romero's is still, for me, nowhere near his peak. I think central defender doesn't peak till about 30. It's the experience that really makes it with that position. It's all about that almost muscle memory type thing, being in the right position all the time, instinct for danger. With Romero, he's got all that sheer quality when he's on the ball that helps this team. He's got leadership qualities. He can go wild at times, but when it's against the likes of Chelsea, I think I probably would as well. I'd be looking to put some of them into the stands, Graham Roberts style. So for me, Van der Ven, he's going to improve as he goes along. His pace is a phenomenal asset to our squad. And I think the two of them together, that's just why this one's so difficult, because I see the future with those two, not just one of them.
They complement each other so well.
Absolutely, they
do. That is a really good way to say it.
Ready to West Ham.
For me at the moment, Romero's a better defender, but Van der Ven's got that amazing pace.
Yeah, and his pace is blistering. We didn't know we had till it was gone with that guy.
I just don't think Van der Ven's that far off of Romero though. And he's got so much more development to do that I just feel he could be better as a defender than what Romero could be.
I agree, but we'll see what Adrian has to say. Adrian, you're up next on the list. What kind of are you going to drop on us?
Romero for me every day.
Keep Romero?
Experience, yeah.
Okay.
I'd keep Romero every time. Quality on the ball. He plays like a quarterback for us. Get things playing. Don't get me wrong. I think, like you guys have said, Van der Ven has a very high ceiling as well, but he's not in Romero's class at the moment. We've had a lot of criticism about Romero because of his yellow cards and sending offs. But then if you go back a season or two, Spurs are too easy. You know what I mean? Got no one who's got any shithousery about them and all that. He's got that. And he will. Listen, I haven't got an issue with that because defenders will get bookings as where midfielders will get bookings because that's where the game is,
physical.
That's where the game is most tense and where you're going to be under pressure and they'll take them for the team and all that. No, Romero is absolutely quality to me as far as I'm considered. Don't get me wrong, Van der Ven is excellent as well, but he's not. He doesn't take as yet the decisions that Romero takes. He's not.
Getting red cards.
Not as aggressive, which is not a bad thing. But what suits Van der Ven is the fact we play a higher line. He can be the quickest defender that races back to win the ball. And so, like you've said, they complement each other well. I need to see more of Van der Ven. I like him. He's quality. He's going to be class for us. I think he's got a high ceiling, but I want to see a bit more about him. Romero reads the game better, as far as I'm concerned.
Dang. And then there were two. We will always do ladies first. Ellie, let us know what you think about these two gentlemen. Let me throw them back up there. So this is mainly for Mia on the watch back, so she can see more of Romero here. This is for you, Mia, and for Lisa. I think Lisa was saying that it's always a battle between her and Mia for Romero. So there you guys go. Another pick of your man. But Ellie, who are you keeping? Who are you sending to West Ham?
First of all, I must say they're two fabulous defenders. One of them's got fantastic pace and he's still learning the game. And the other one is a World Cup winner and he's fabulous and he's like a submarine. He sniffs out danger and he snuffs it out before it even happens. Right, and that's Romero. And the reason why I'm keeping Romero over Van de Ven, I don't even think he's hit his ceiling like Adrian touched on. I think there's still more to come from him. I like his shithousery because I've always liked players who get stuck in and like give the opposition some jib while they're on the floor. Give them a bit of jib.
I was going to say,
I love that sort of player. I like competitive players, but I also like intelligent footballers. And Romero just picks it because he hasn't got as much pace as Van de Ven, but what he lacks in pace compared to Van de Ven, he makes up in anticipation. Anticipation is the best thing a defender can have, right? Because they see the danger and they anticipate it. And what Romero does, he acts on it as well. And he's fantastic at pressing. He's already scored us 3 goals this season. The bullet shot that he did, the really brave header against Burnley, sorry, was it Burnley or Brentford, right? And that brilliant goal he scored against West Ham. So I just think he's an all-round better footballer and he offers us more at this present moment. But that's not to say that I'm counting out Van de Ven to develop and become just as good as him. But he'll be just as good as because he's learning, right?
He'll be better.
Yeah, I think he probably will be better, right? But he won't be better at the pressing game because that's one thing Romero, him and Udogie are the best pressers in our team. You watch them; they win the ball back so many times for us high up the pitch.
I'll buy it. I've not done the research, but I'll buy it.
He's only had 2 red cards.
4 since he came, though, right?
Yeah, but
I think he's got another red card in him this season. This is the thing that not a lot of people talk about with Romero is that he is too hot-headed and he gives away rash decisions time after time. He's given away penalties by handballs in the box. He tackles people when there's no need to tackle them. Like the tackle we got sent off for, we can sit here and argue what we want. It isn't a red card, it is a red card, etc., etc. At the end of the day, it was reckless. He's a very, very reckless defender when he gets frustrated. That's the issue with Romero. I
agree with that.
Do you think he can mature?
The handballs, the Arsenal one, no way that was a handball. Yeah, and the other one against Man City, that was a bit silly because he slapped the ball. If he just put his arm up, but he actually slapped the ball. So he has got that silly element in him, that rash element. Yeah, I agree.
He does.
But he makes up for it in other ways. He saves us so many times with his pressing and his anticipation and his reading of the game.
Hey, real quick, I want to say bye to Lisa. Lisa says, "Gotta go, guys. Great stream, amazing panel. Enjoyed it. We enjoyed having you here, Lisa. Big love. Thank you for hanging out." Everybody else, stay tuned. We've got another tough keeper West Ham after this one's finished.
Leo hasn't got talk.
I know. Leo, for one, you're muted, Leo, and for two, we want to hear what you got to say on this one, man.
So it's a tough one for me. I don't know what the score is yet. I was trying to keep track of who's going for who, but
we kind of eyeball it. It's kind of
no, that's fair. I don't want to know because I don't want that to kind of to help me judge my decision here. So I know Leo Messi calls Romero the best center back in the world, and I agree with him. However, if I'm starting a team right now and I'm going to rebuild and I have to ship either one of these 2 lads over to West Ham, I'm going to ship Romero to West Ham and keep Van de Ven. I know Van de Ven is younger and he's not as experienced. He's not a World Cup winner, and that's all like kudos to Cootie for that. But I mean, I feel like his ceiling is not as high as Van de Ven's will be eventually, and Van de Ven's pace is just so key to what Ange is trying to do right now. I think if we were to replace one of the two, it'd be a lot easier to replace Kuti than it would be to replace Van de Ven, which is why I think I would for right now, I would keep Van de Ven. and then I would ship off Romero to.
Do you
the
change
spammers.
them though? Because what I'd like to add is, like, do you change them? Because, like, in an ideal situation, if we've got a big squad, which we haven't, we know we lack quality in the centre back area, right? So if you've got 4 good centre backs that you can guarantee 20 games each, because you've got 38 league games, at least 2 cup games if you're not in Europe, right? I would never change Cootie, because for simple reasons, like, no, do what you've got to do because you're good at what you do, even if you're flawed, or VDV, because I know that if you get a suspension, then we've got other quality centre backs that can come in. So I wouldn't change his game at all. I mean, I think the guy's class, but that's just my opinion. I mean, I don't disrespect other people's opinions, but like, I just think he's class, and we haven't got the force.
And he's better looking as well.
I don't know. They're both damn good looking. I would look at both of them all day.
He's so hot. He's like hotter than hot.
Oh man, hotter than hot.
She likes that Latin blood, I guess.
Yeah, I do.
I think
everybody,
this is a good-looking boy.
This is a good time to say, everybody, that we are dual streaming. This stream is being streamed on Talking Ball, this channel here. Mainly, I think that most people are on, and also on LTEL Cockerel, this stream of my esteemed co-host. So please, if you could, jump over to there too. Hit the like, hit the sub. It's a growing channel. We need to help it grow. We need to help all content creators. Like Jacob was saying, we're all doing a cool thing, for people, and try to help us so that we can make more cool stuff. Yeah. So yeah, guys, we've got for everybody. Hey.
That beats a cat any day.
A little sweetheart.
A cat. We've got a dog, a cat, and a cute little one.
I gotta go, my homie.
Yeah. Hey, Leo, have fun, man. Have fun with dad mode, dad stuff. Yeah.
Time to
Leo,
be a parent for a little bit, my homies.
Plug your channel real quick, and we'll get the link in too for everybody.
Yeah, so big up. Yeah, my channel is Mile High Hotspur. I'm part of Colorado Spurs and a diehard Tottenham Hotspur fan. I vlog my experience with my mates at the pub. Tomorrow there is no meetup because they rented out our place, so I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll probably just stay at home and watch the game and catch it.
Those scumbags. Well, hey, the link is in the chat, my man. So
big up. And so my daughter Leah, she's a big Guido too.
Exactly. Love it. You're raising.
Cheers, you guys.
Right.
Good to see you,
Cheers,
Mia.
buddy. Thanks for being here, man. Big love. Everybody, Mile High Hotspur. Check their channel out. Growing, awesome channel. That everybody, that's Leo, my friend. He's a really good dude. Okay, are you ready for the second one? I think a lot of you. I was excited for Leo to do this one because I think a lot of you have already had to play this one. It's a repeat, but it is a hard one. I'm trying to think of the hardest ones I've got, and I think this one is going to be it.
We've had this one before.
We have, but I just wonder if anybody's mind has changed at all as this season has progressed. I think that everyone will probably just say Madison, but we forget the sample size difference. You know what I mean? We've had so much more Eriksson, so much more of a consistent Eriksson. I don't know. I think the easy answer is to say Madison, right? But I just challenge everybody to like really think a bit about it from, logical
perspective.
A bit, yeah. And the fact that Eriksson scored so many goals, he was such a goal threat. He was that player that would have 10 goals at least a season. That wasn't, your main striker. You need a couple of those. Madison might be that, but yeah, if you guys had to keep one and bin the other. We'll go backwards this time, and we'll start with Ellie. And so Ellie's first. I think I know what you're gonna say on this one. Everybody seems somber. They're like, "Wow, the last one was hard." Now you gave us this one.
Because I love Eriksson as well.
Right.
You know what? I'm going to go for Eriksson this time, right? Because he gave us more service. He was a fantastic player, pinpoint passing. great goals, important goals as well. Scored in 11 seconds against Manchester United at Wembley, which was absolutely that blaster against Chelsea. That went a bit under the radar because Dele Alli had scored a fabulous goal as well.
I had another one on here involving Dele Alli. If you can guess who he was up against.
The last-minute winner against Inter Milan in the Champions League run, which was fabulous as well. And that was on my birthday, by the way. So, you know, I think,
Ooh.
you know, if Maddison was further into his career with us, because I'm not going to judge him on what he's done at other clubs because he didn't do it for us. But Eriksen gave us 7 good years, you know.
Yeah, he did. He really did.
The way he left a sort of bitter pill in everybody's mouth because of the way he left. But I'm not judging him on that. I'm judging him on his football skills and what he gave to our club, and he was fabulous. So I'm going to send Maddison to West Ham for now and keep Eriksen.
Boom. We're going to prime Eriksen. Maddison, enjoy West Ham. You don't have to go far, mate. So I think going in backwards order, that means that Adrian, you're up, my man. Matters versus Eriksen. By the way, we've got some great people in the chats. And sorry, Adrian, right before we get started, Cody Mack points out, what if Van de Ven had a Sessegnon hamstring? So Cody Mack, great to have you here, man. It's an honor. I haven't seen you in ages. So very, very cool to have you here. Thank you.
I love Cody.
And he makes a good point about Van de Ven. And hopefully this hamstring issue is a one-time thing. It's not a recurring injury. So I need everyone to keep your fingers crossed. If you pray, if you're into that, pray about it. If you're not into praying, don't worry, don't do it. But if that is something that you do to any god or gods, feel free to pray for Van de Ven's hamstrings. But yeah, so Adrian, this comes to you, buddy. This current matchup right here, and I'm excited to hear your rationale between it and what you've got to say.
Well, Maddison coming for some. Eriksen came in for some flack because like his form sort of appeared to taper off in his last season with Spurs, and fans start turning, which doesn't take much for them to turn, you know. But for me, like Ellie said, I'm keeping Eriksen because he gave us great service, better than Ozil, and he gave us great service. Maddison has been with us for a short while, and don't get me wrong, I've seen more in Maddison. I mean, I wasn't his greatest fan, I've got to be honest, but boy, I must have been blind or something because he's such a good player with us. But like, no, Eriksen for me because of his longevity, because of his time at Spurs and what he's done, the goals he scored, the assists he got, the free kicks he got, and all that. Like, I think it's in a way it's a bit early to compare the two because of Eriksen's longevity and Maddison's just been here. But what Maddison has done in a short period of time is fantastic. It's been absolutely fantastic. He's a much better player than I thought he was.
Me too. He's impressed me.
To be honest, you're a flash git, to be honest. So,
yeah, I thought the same thing.
Like football makes a fool of you many a times. It's made a fool of me many a times when I've judged players. I've been right about many and I've been wrong about many, you know. Yeah. But, you know, both quality players, but Eriksen for me.
Eriksen for you. See, all right. Well, it's quite different than the last time, and I like that. We forgot Eltel on the last one, you guys. Oh my God, he's so quiet in the corner. I was like, oh my God. So we need to make Eltel tell us why he's picking who over who. Let me get him back up here. We need this real quick from you, my man. You thought you were going to get out of it.
I certainly did. Right. Although I share the sentiments and the comments that everybody made with regards to these two players. But to me, I think they are both phenomenal players, but for different reasons. Yeah. To me, okay, he's a freak of nature. Van de Ven with his pace. I call him the blanket for the team because he just can. Doesn't matter who you are, you're never going to get to him. People just give up before they start running. But in saying that, though, watching watching Romero in the last game, their players didn't bother running with Romero because they knew Romero was going to beat for pace as well. So Romero's pacey as well. The thing that I noticed with Van de Ven don't have to put a tackle in, does he? Because he's that quick, he doesn't have to put a tackle in. But Romero loves a tackle. So it's two different players who've got two different qualities and equally both really, really good at what they do. But for me, I've got to stick with a World Cup champion. He's won the World Cup. He's won the biggest trophy you can get. Yeah. I've got to stick with him. Van de Ven has got time on his side. He's got 4 years to make up on Romero. I've got no doubts that Van de Ven can grow into a fantastic defender. I totally agree with Cooper and Adrian. He's 26, Romero. You don't see these players come to peak till they're 30, 31, 32. There's plenty more Romero can do, but there's also plenty more Van de Ven can do. But if
with your opinion on Ericsson versus,
but I also liked Kuba's answer and response where he said, "Well, I'd give him Van de Ven for the time being because he's injured." So yeah, I'd keep Romero, and because Van de Ven's injured, I'm sending it by West Ham. I'm going along the lines that Kuba did as well.
Jose, we were talking about Ericsson versus Madison.
No, Adrian, I hadn't answered the last one, so they've come back to ask me the last one, mate.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So
we do have
out of Madison or Ericsson.
Who are you asking? Me now?
Yeah, I'm asking you because that was the question.
Who am I keeping? Right. Sample size is obviously bigger for Ericsson because he played for us a lot longer. But I don't recall watching Ericsson if I'm going to go sample sizes, in Ericsson's first season, in his first 8 games, comparing the sample size, Madison looks better in 8 games than what Ericsson did in his first 8 games. Over a longer period, Ericsson became a better player. He was vital in the team that we had, and he's vital in the system we played. But we play a different system now, and Madison suits our system to a T.
Exactly.
The way that we play, Madison pulls the strings, and he suits our team to a T. So, just on the sample size alone, for the first 8 games, because he's been injured, I would stick with Madison, and I'd send Ericsson to West Ham.
Dang. It hurts. It hurts doing that to anybody. That's Spurs.
Interesting, though. It's interesting.
I agree. He said everything I wanted to say.
They're not that too dissimilar. The 2 players, they're not that far off each other.
Attitude, I think, is the only difference. I think it's all up here. It's all in the fight and the fire
swagger
burning inside him. Yeah,
I
absolutely.
think Madison's got more swagger.
Exactly.
Donna Cullen says Ericsson is more handsome.
Well, he was really fine. He was fine.
But
Ericsson was so Danish. No. He was so reserved and so Danish. He wasn't.
Hey, everybody, Leo spreading the love. I think Leo's still watching, even though he can't be on. So everybody say hey to Leo and his little girl. Bye. Hi, Leo. Thank you for being on the show. Yeah, big up, man. Donna Cullen spreading rumors.
Better looking. I think Madison's better looking. Sorry.
Hey, don't be sorry. Everybody's got their own personal preferences, Allie. So his tattoos make him look like a bad boy. Ericsson doesn't even have a single tattoo. Where's Ericsson's tattoos? If Ericsson got a nice big chest piece and did some like modeling or a sleeve tattoo,
not on Ericsson.
That'd be cool. Then he'd be cool.
Yeah.
But Donna Cullen is just being awesome in the chat. Thanks, Donna, for being here. We've got Mile High shouting out Donna, talking about Cody Mack being a legend. But we've got lots of big ups here. And this one wasn't answered by everybody. I will notice that not everybody got their answer in for are we keeping Ericsson? Are we keeping so I'll let the panel continue to go. I was hoping to get through some more chats, but Koof.
Oh, this difficult one. Both offer a lot of the same qualities. I think Ericsson at the time when he came into this club, I just thought to myself, this is somebody you build a team around. He's that good. He's got exactly what we need. When we talk about the Spurs way of playing, he summed it up. Slick passer of the ball, intelligent, moved well, got built up great little understandings with other players. Some of our forward players outstanding with Eriksen in the side. And I will never have a bad word to say against him. I was actually a little upset about the way fans turned on the bloke. I saw that as more of a problem with him and a certain chairman of ours. And
which one? Which chairman?
I don't know who's going to be. Anyway, having said all that, there is this quality about Maddison that's been touched on already, and I absolutely adore it. This man knows how it is to be a fan when you're on the pitch at the same time. Much like Van der Vaart did. He knows about banter with fans. He even makes the opposing fans laugh at some of his antics. He lives every moment of it. He's got a bit of the devil in him. He's got a little bit of the swagger to him. There is something I really like about this bloke. He hasn't been here long enough for me to say he's definitely ahead of Eriksen, but my gut feeling is he could well be. They're both fantastic players, and these are the sorts of ones I would have in a Spurs side every day of the week. This is a proper footballer, not like some of the dross we've brought in recent years.
He's not in Dombele.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So absolutely adored Eriksen. I adore Maddison now. I see very much the same things, but he's got that extra layer of just fun, just that little kind of cheekiness.
That time he wound up the fans near the corner flag and
yeah, exactly. I love all of that stuff. It's supposed to be fun.
Exactly. Get into it. Get everybody hyped up. Enjoy yourself. And
so
he's a hype merchant.
So I'm going to add a push. I'm going to keep Maddison just because of that extra element to his game. If it's purely on footballing ability, I think Eriksen. He was just magical for us. Hard choice. But if it's going to West Ham, send them Eriksen. I'll keep Maddison. Maddison, they don't deserve to have
West Ham's going to have a sick team. West Ham's going to have a sick team when we're done with them. But hey, and while we're at it, like and sub, you jabronis. I see we got 61 people watching. So if you could do me a favor, hit the like, hit the sub, and then head over to Jose's El Cockerel and do the same thing. That would be fucking sweet.
Tequila, do you know what the time is?
and hey, real quick, we got to get through some answers real quick because we got a quick quiz coming up, brought to you by a certain person here on the show. Josh has come to us with a quiz. We will graciously take his quiz. But so Josh, Eriksen or Matters.
If you're talking about current form right now, Maddison. If we're talking historically, Eriksen. I think Eriksen over the course of his career with Tottenham offered so much. Again, the sample pool is very, very small in comparison. We're comparing Eriksen's entire career at Spurs to James Maddison's,
half a season or whatever.
3 months.
10 games.
There you go, 8 games. So for me, all day long, Eriksen. But ask me that question again in a couple of years, and I'll say Maddison, I reckon.
Yeah,
he played 10 games, didn't it? Or is it 11 games he played?
So we're quick firing it. So Julie, you're the mom. You're the last one.
You know, Colin, because you've known me, that I have loved Eriksen for years and years and years. I mean, he was like my number one most favorite. I mean, above Kane, above everybody.
She'd be like, is Eriksen doing the post-match interview? I don't know.
I did not. I did not. But I will say this. I think in the system that we're playing in now and the way that the game is, that Maddison brings something that we really, really need in our team. And if I had to choose for our team right now and who they are, not who they are right now, but I'm going with Matters. I know that it's too soon to say that, but there's something we need, that spitfire. We need that impishness. We need that leadership. Eriksen was brilliant, but he was not exactly a leader. He was too cold. He was too dry. He didn't have
like a wet fish.
I loved him, but he was intelligent, but he was not lovable. I don't know.
It's part of it. It's part. Not a whole lot of personality there. Very dry.
Yeah.
But okay, so you keep
Matters.
You keeping Matters. All right. Well,
and you know what? I loved Matters before he came to us, and you know that, Colin, because I talked about how I liked him. So I was thrilled when we got him. So
truth. Everything she says is a fact. So Josh, you've got something. I'm calling it the Big Bad Spurs Quiz Show. Everybody, that's Keeper West Ham. If you're in the chat or you're watching the show, you've never seen it. That's Keeper West Ham. It changes. Sometimes there's 3 players. Sometimes one of the players isn't a Spurs player. There's things we do to keep it fresh, but I wanted to kind of maybe introduce everybody to like kind of the classic OG version of the show. But yeah, we don't have an intro to the Big Bad Spurs Show. So to make up for that, do you mind if I play the clip that used to be my intro when I very first started YouTube years and years ago? Hey, everybody, here we go. This is 3 years old. I'll see it together. Showing off the Tottenham tattoo on the leg that you couldn't really see it.
I hope people know you're kidding when they see that.
I honestly don't care either way. Think of me however you like. It was fun to make.
Yeah, I liked that intro, but I like your more recent one with the suit on. That for me is one of the funniest intros.
It just reminds me of an 80s. It reminds me of an 80s game show.
I like to go with like bad production quality is kind of my shtick.
It's so funny. I really enjoy watching that one.
All that's missing on it, mate, is the directed by power cut in the bottom right hand corner.
Yeah, exactly. Adding that in would be really funny. But yeah, Matters has more fire. Real quick, is something that Hasper said, and I agree 100%. And then Tequila saying that he looks like John Connor from Terminator 3. Just saying. Chadley's better than both. Hey, Tequila. Hey, real quick. That's something I gotta real quick before we get to the Big Bad Quiz.
Chadley.
We love Chadley in my household. I had Chadley versus Dempsey as an option. I want to say Chadley somewhere else. I had Richarlison versus Chadley. Richarlison versus Chadley. Those were all ones we could have done. We love Chadley. We love Chadley in the Seavers household.
I'll give him Richarlison even if there wasn't a player on the other side.
Now.
But guys, so it's now time for the Big Bad Spurs Quiz Show.
Right.
I don't want Ellie to be hiding. I'm gonna hide down for where Ellie is.
Yay.
So Josh, hit us, man. Hit us with the Big Bad Quiz.
I mean, it's not really called the Big Bad Quiz Show. I like to.
I named it that.
Yeah, I mean you did, but I like to call it Career Paths. So it's a very, 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 very simple. I'm going to give you the career path of an ex-Spurs player, and you have to tell me what that player is. Now, just for any context, I've not included any non-league teams or teams that they've made no appearances for. These are just teams that they've made appearances for over their career.
Oh, I'm good. I'm gonna suck at this.
Okay.
Right. If you're all ready.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah, we're ready. We're ready.
Ready.
Right. We'll go with question 1. The person started his career at Le Havre, moved to Bastia, then to Wigan Athletic, then to Tottenham Hotspur, Sunderland, then back to Tottenham again, then to Blackburn, to QPR, to Doncaster, and then finally Carlisle United.
I'm pretty sure I know it, but
I have a guess.
I'll go around. I'll go around. If you've got an idea, Ellie, we'll go with you first.
If you go second, just guess what the first person says, Mom.
I'm just thinking who it could be.
Ellie, you got to give my mom. You got to guess so my mom can copy you.
Fraser Campbell.
Incorrect.
Julie.
Please skip me.
Okay. Incorrect. Jose.
Wigan Athletic. I think the clue is Wigan Athletic to Tottenham. I wouldn't know France. Wigan Athletic to Tottenham. Tottenham to Sunderland. Sunderland back to Tottenham. Then to Blackburn.
QPR.
Who played in France and then
I think I know who it is.
It's not Palacios, it's because he didn't go Sunderland. I haven't got a clue. And I'm not going to say the name that I can see, but I'm just going to say I ain't got a clue because they'll be cheating.
Okay. Cougar?
I got chat turned off anyway because there's no point playing this otherwise, is there?
Yeah.
The only one I can think of, I'm thinking the Wigan to Spurs is Chimbonda.
Okay. Adrian?
Adel Taarabt.
Okay. Colin?
Jermaine Defoe.
Okay. One person got this right. The answer is Pascal Chimbonda. Well done, Cougar.
Oh, Kuva, of course, Kuva.
There you go. If we're ready for the next one, a lot of you should get this one. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Question number 2. Started their career at Stuttgart at Kickers, then went to VfB Stuttgart, then Inter Milan, then to Monaco, then to Tottenham, then to Bayern Munich, then to Sampdoria, then back to Spurs on loan when he finally retired.
Oh.
Fucking easy,
isn't it?
Oh,
is it who I think it is? Is it who I think it is?
Right, we'll go around. Colin, we'll start with you. Who do you think it is?
I don't know. So I just see Tottenham, Bayern Munich. It makes me think of Jurgen Klopp.
No, what?
Wait, no, Jurgen Klinsmann. Jesus.
Okay, Adrian.
I'm having an aneurysm.
Stefan Freud.
Okay, Kuva.
Ooh.
It being said.
And
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, Jurgen Klinsmann, without doubt.
Okay. Jose.
Jurgen.
Julie.
Yeah.
Klinsmann.
Ellie.
Well, everybody's saying Klinsmann.
I'm cheating.
Stuttgart to Kickers. I remember he played for them.
So you're saying Klinsmann?
Yeah.
Adrian was the only person to get it wrong. The answer is Jurgen Klinsmann. Well done. Okay. Where's the next one?
Go
right,
me.
so the next one. This should be a nice, easy one for everyone. Started his career at Leicester City, then moved to Everton, then to Barcelona, then to Tottenham, and then to the Goya Grampus.
I know this one.
I know this one.
Everyone should know this one.
I know this
No.
Hold on, let me think about it.
Really strangely, it's probably the last club on the list that does
I
it.
know it. Can I go first?
Go on, El.
Go on, Ellie.
Gary Lineker.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I wouldn't have known that. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know that one.
Okay.
Colin didn't force me to start watching this until, well after that.
What's the answer though, Julie?
I don't know.
Copy.
He said Lineker? I don't know.
Yeah.
Huh?
I'll go next.
He said Lineker.
And then you can go after me, Julie. I'm going to say Lineker. Julie, what do you say?
I think it's Gary Lineker.
Okay. Adrian, who is it?
Lineker.
Kuva?
Obviously, Stuart Nethercott.
Yes.
No, it's Lineker.
Gary Lineker. Really?
Colin.
I'm gonna say Lineker as well. Yeah,
it's Gary Lineker. Nice, easy one for you.
No doubt.
Nice, easy one for you. Okay, this one's a little bit long-winded, but there's a couple of moves in there that should easily tell you who it is. Started his career at Wolves, then went to Coventry, then to Inter Milan.
Robbie Keane.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Tottenham Hotspur, Liverpool, back to Tottenham, then went to Celtic on loan, West Ham on loan, went to LA Galaxy, Aston Villa on loan, and then retired.
Robbie Keane.
Yeah, we all knew it was Robbie Keane as soon as we saw the Tottenham since.
It's so easy.
It's Robbie Keane. Don't even
Keane.
do us like that.
Oh, it's definitely Robbie Keane.
I know Robbie Keane.
The answer is Robbie Keane. Correct. Well done. I haven't got a picture of Robbie Keane, unfortunately. There you go. Right. Question number 5. Started their career at Ajax, then went to Hamburger, then to Real Madrid, then to Tottenham Hotspur, then back to Hamburger, Betis.
He's got the same initials as the player.
That name. I don't even want to butcher that name, but I'm going to say it anyway. Midtjylland or whatever.
Midtjylland, yeah.
Okay. Midtjylland. FB. Everyone knows. Colin's confident. Colin, who are you saying?
Van der Vaart. Rafa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are we all in agreement now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
VDV.
The answer
The original
is
VDV.
Raphael Van der
The
Vaart.
original
Well done, guys.
VDV.
Well done.
I'd bang him. Look at that dude. What an attractive man.
Now this one,
He's aged well too.
you wouldn't. It's a
I've
very
got
difficult.
to say, I miss him more than most players that have gone from the club.
Who my daughters went to more matches with me just to watch him.
Yeah.
This next one, it's a little bit obscure because there's only 4 teams here. Started his career at Chelsea, then moved to Tottenham, then to QPR, and then to Crystal Palace.
Hell if I know, dog. I don't know. Ellie should know.
Let's just say, on this list, he's the oldest player. He's the player that goes as furthest back.
I've got it. I think I've got it.
Jose, just enlighten us. Let us know.
I think I've got it. I'm going to go Terry Venables.
Okay. Anybody else want to?
Terry Venerables, probably.
That's a really good shout.
Yeah, because he played for QPR and Palace. Yeah.
It's Terry. It's my mate Terry.
Definitely started Chelsea.
Bobby Smith. Bobby
Terry.
Smith. We got Bobby Smith off of Chelsea to Tottenham. I don't know if he went to
Greavesy.
Palace. Oh, it's just Bobby Smith.
Greavesy went to West Ham though, Cuba.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, Bobby,
true.
we got
Yeah.
him from Chelsea to start with. That's all on it.
Yeah. I'm sorry, mate. Yeah.
Right. So what the general consensus? So Jose, you're going with Terry Venables.
Yeah.
Cuba, who you going with?
It's got to be Venables. He has links to all those clubs.
Adrian, who you going with?
Bobby Smith.
Ellie,
Terry Venable.
Julie,
Sure, I'll go with Terry Venables.
Colin.
Park Ji Sung. I don't know.
The answer is Mr. L. Tell himself. It is Mr. Terry Venables.
Terry, R.I.P. to the
I knew it all the time.
Rest in peace.
Now, I'll be surprised.
Do you want a really fun bit of trivia about Terry Venables? I'm sure Adrian will know this.
Oh, hey, I changed the banner. You can put it back, Josh. Sorry.
Remember the late great Dave Mackay for Spurs?
Yeah.
He had a reputation being such a hard man. Terry Venables actually punched him once.
Nice.
And they didn't have this massive fallout afterwards. It was all forgotten about, but it was something that just didn't happen. You used to get famous thing, the Billy Bremner photograph with Dave Mackay grabbing him by the collar. Dave Mackay was a hard man. You didn't mess with him. Terry Venables was quite happy to punch him one.
Yeah.
So there you go. Just a little bit.
Nita said that Van der Vaart is a fart with a pretty face, by the way. I just wanted to get that out there.
And he had the singing career as well, Terry Venables. The singing career.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Question number 7. This is probably the most.
I thought we were done.
Question number 7.
How many more?
There's 3 more. There's 3 more. 7, 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
Right, right, so this one here is probably the most obscure one. This person is still playing to this day. Okay?
Right.
Started his career at Almania Acton, then to Schalke, then went on loan to VfL Bochum, then on loan to Mainz 05, then come to Tottenham. We sent him out to Fulham on loan, then he went to Hamburger, then to Blackburn, and now he's currently playing for Holstein Kiel in the Bundesliga 2.
Is it Lewis Holtby?
It is.
Yeah.
It's Lewis Holtby.
Yeah, because he went to Fulham on loan.
Yeah,
and he played for Hamburger as well.
Yeah, it's Lewis Holtby. We know it.
You know it, dear.
Yeah.
So Lewis Holtby, final answer.
Final answer.
Correct. It is Lewis Holtby. It's the most obscure one. I'm actually surprised you got that, to be fair.
I loved me some Lewis Holtby. That was one of the very first.
That was when Colin started watching.
That was my mom's first season.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he had to compete with, didn't he, with Eriksson and Sigurdsson, didn't he?
He also picked up a very bad injury, which is why he made that move.
Never going to get a chance, like really.
Yeah. Right. So number 8 is Tottenham legend. This is going to go. You'll get it straight away. Started his career at Millwall, then went to Aldershot on loan, then to Gardens IF on loan, then to Nottingham Forest, then to Tottenham, then to United, back to Tottenham, Portsmouth, then to West Ham, then to Colchester.
I heard Ellie say
he did sign for Stevenage, but never played for him.
Sheringham.
Teddy Sheringham.
It is Teddy Sheringham. Well done. It is Teddy Sheringham.
Ellie gave it away, but I loved it because I didn't know that one, so. Boom.
I was going to say, look how his career plummeted after he left us the second time. It really went off the rails. But I think Colchester should move higher up the list, though.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Right. Then the next one. This is number 9. This
He
is the
probably
penultimate.
lived in Colchester, Cooper. That's why he went now.
Right. Started his career at Charlton, then went to Norwich on loan, then to Chelsea, then to Newcastle, then to West Ham, then to Tottenham, and then to Fulham.
Charlton.
Give us a hint. What years are we talking about?
We're talking recent. We're talking very recent. He's been a manager in the Premier League in the last 5 years. Let's put it that way.
The manager in the last 5 years.
I've got it.
Jose, you'll be going with.
I'm going with Scotty Parker.
Oh, that's a good shout.
Scotty P. That's him.
That was the one I was trying to come up with.
Fuck.
Scotty Parker.
I'm mad at myself. I love Scott Parker.
I could see his face. I couldn't think of his name.
Scott Parker is tucked in his shirt.
Yeah.
Scott Parker, final answer?
Final answer.
It is correct. It is Scott Parker.
Hey, I guarantee you can't see it, but I guarantee you his shirt is tucked in that picture. God damn
and this is the last question.
He always did that.
Last question of career paths.
He was filmed for a McDonald's advert, wasn't he?
He won the Coca-Cola skills before he went to Charlton and all that, didn't he?
He was filmed for a McDonald's advert.
Really?
Right.
I had no idea.
The last question of the career paths.
Last one, come on.
Started his career at Lens, then come to Tottenham Hotspur, then went out to QPR on loan, then to Saint Etienne, and then to Metz.
This is going to be like one of those two guys. That's a really good one.
I can give you a clue and it'll probably give it away.
NG or
no clues.
Okay.
It's not Clinton and G. It's Nkudu.
QPR on loan. Ellie must know QPR. He didn't go on loan to QPR.
We gave to Raps.
Yeah, but he didn't go on loan.
It is not.
I think they bought him.
It is not a Delta Rept.
Yeah, it can't be because
they bought him,
sold
didn't
him. Yeah, he was sold.
All right. So long.
Jose Dominguez.
Why am I full? Stop it!
Let me. I'll give you a vague clue. Peter Crouch has recently come out and spoken about this guy's dietary habits and how they were not that of not ethical of a footballer. However, he played well every week and was probably one of the best players on the pitch at the time.
Oh, I remember that interview, but I can't remember.
Can I just say QPR or not QPR? Wow. But I want to say that Peter Crouch is a G. I love Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch.
Who did we buy from Long?
He's hilarious.
Who did we get from Long?
Did Hasbro get it here?
Not David. Not David.
Has has just said in chat.
Oh, Asuakato.
I don't remember him going on.
That is it. I do. I remember it now. I want to say a Asuakato final answer.
Did he go to QPR alone?
Didn't he?
Are we saying Benoit Asuakato final answer?
Kuba's not sure. Kuba's not sure.
I haven't got a better answer. That's what I was going to guess at.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, it is the guy who is notorious for having the most unique hairstyles at Tottenham Hotspur. It is indeed Mr. Benoit Asuakato.
Look how high he is in that picture. He's literally smoked weed right before.
Peter Crouch come out in an interview and said that this guy would start off his day eating a Tesco meal deal, a bar of crisps and a bottle of Coke and a bar of chocolate just before kick-off. And then he'd eat McDonald's at full time. And he said his dieting was terrible, but he just always kept fit.
Yeah,
he's awesome. I love me some Mr. Akato. I love me the guy.
There we go. That is career pass. Thank you all for playing.
Good job.
Thank you,
Josh. Good job.
That was wonderful. I even changed the background.
Well done.
Here's a quick question then back at Josh then for that one. Same sort of idea. But if I had been doing the quiz and I put up a player where there's so many clubs on there, you have to scroll off the screen to get them all in, who would it have been as an ex-Spurs player?
I missed the last one there, mate. You got to scroll off the screen.
So many different clubs come up on the screen. You would have to scroll to fit them all in.
Yeah, he's saying who's a Spurs player that's
I reckon I
in
know.
a million different clubs.
A Spurs player that you'd have to scroll the whole screen
Robbie Keane?
to try and fit them in. No.
I think I know.
It's like a journeyman, isn't it? Like it's going to be someone that keeps leaving and shit.
Great player, club legend.
Adebayor?
No.
Adebayor is a club legend.
Yeah, in my eyes, he is a club legend.
No.
You know fucks we would have been without him.
Obviously, I'm exaggerating a little. It's just
for his celebration. Hey, for Adebayor celebration.
The only one that comes to mind is Peter Crouch because he's played for so many different teams.
Yeah.
He has as well. This player played on even non-league. He was still playing. I think it might have been the age of 50 still.
Edgar Davids.
Ralph Coates.
No, I thought it was Peter Crouch. Oh, right.
Okay, I'll do it. We signed him from the Northeast.
Northeast.
What era are we talking?
Not Mickey Hazard.
No, 80s and 90s.
Gaza.
It was.
Northeast.
Chris Waddle.
Ferdinand.
Chris Waddle.
Oh,
Chris Waddle.
Chris Waddle.
interesting.
You have to look at his Wikipedia. Just look how many clubs he's played for. It's insane.
Oh my
The only
God.
thing, the only memory I've got of Chris Waddle is Diamond Lights.
You don't you dare knock that song. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to real quick.
Polo Town, Newcastle, Tottenham, Marseille, Sheffield Wednesday, Falkirk, Bradford, Sunderland, Burnley, Torquay, Waxop, Clapwell, Stockbridge Park Schools, Hallam, and he played for Hallam this year. At the grand old age of 62, he was playing non-league football. Wow.
62.
Hey, everybody, real
God.
quick. I just want to say it's 3 a.m. It's 3 a.m, and Jose was on the show. Yeah. He's got to get some sleep. The man's got a football match for tomorrow to watch, for God's sake. And we just want to wish him the best. And I want to say here, and he put this comment up, and I want to echo it. We are dual streaming this show on Jose's channel as well. So guys, please go to Jose's channel, give him a like and a sub.
Are you going tomorrow, Ellie?
Yeah,
And,
I'm going tomorrow. It's today, isn't it?
And everybody help out Jose and his channel, please. He's a big part of why my channel is even having any kind of success. So big up, Jose. I appreciate you, bub. But yeah, so let me hold on real quick. I just wanted to ask you guys a couple of questions about the match tomorrow. It's coming up. You know, Newcastle, Old Castle, as I like to call them. So does Gio? So do we see Lo Celso start? I guess is a question I kind of just want to ask you guys.
Yes.
100%. I don't think we've got any other better options there at the moment, mate, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's not done anything not to start.
The only way we're not going to start him is if we play Kulu in the middle in his role, and then have Pape Sarr and Batuma again team up.
I would even think that. I would even think.
Fit yet? Not for.
I think GLC. I think Lo Celso could drop back into that spot, honestly, and play behind Kulu.
The only thing about Giovanni Lo Celso, and obviously we can touch on the in-game management here as well. I do not want to see Giovanni Lo Celso subbed off unless we are absolutely pumping Newcastle. If we're winning 1-0, he needs to stay on the pitch. He needs to stay on. I don't want to see. I don't want to see on the spitball one. No.
I would agree, but I think against West Ham, from what I saw, come the second half, it's like he'd run out of steam. It slowed right down. His passing speed had slowed right down. Ange had to do something, bring on some fresh legs, get a bit of energy in the midfield. Unfortunately, our only energy available was Skip. So that's the trouble the club's in at the moment with the squad.
I think it'll be like Basuma Sarr in midfield. It'll be Basuma Sarr with Lo Celso, and I think the reason that Kula will be pushed down the right again is to cater for those midfield three. So I still think you'll have Son there. Now, whether it's Kulusevski or Johnson, who hasn't impressed me recently, to be honest, it might be that. We can all pick the back four and the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll see. I don't see it. I mean, to be honest, I wouldn't mind Gill starting instead of Johnson. Just give it a chance. No, I would actually. I would, because he gives you a bit more like Johnson. He's got all this pace, but he doesn't show no signs of.
He doesn't have strength on a shot. He gets himself in good position. He gets himself in a really good position, but then he doesn't like have the strength to really power that shot in.
Are we talking about real quick? We're talking about
Johnson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think let me get this banner off here. I think Johnson's awesome. I think that it's just a matter of time. I think Johnson reminds me a whole lot. Hey, she's back, everybody.
Yay, Ellie's back.
Sorry, my battery died, so I've come
In all honesty, I would like to see Sun start on the left, and I would like to see Valise get a start.
That would be sick. Jose would be happy. Jose has been calling out for that as well. I meant to put this as subs only, by the way, to everyone watching, and I forgot to. So if you haven't subbed and you're watching, just hit the sub button. It's so easy, and it's always a fun, chill show. We're never annoying. No fighting really on here. No fighting really on here. It's kind of a rule. It's sort of a rule I have. No fighting. So there's really none of that. It's just good stuff. So if you're watching, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more of this. We do one every day. So yeah, just throwing that out there. But do you guys see any kind of I have a versus in here. Get rid of that. But I see some similarities in a young Sun when he first arrived to what I'm seeing from Brennan Johnson right now. Am I the only one? I think Sonny was like the long-term Brennan Johnson replacement.
You couldn't have chose two worse pictures. They're both wearing red, mate.
I know, man, but oops. But you know what I mean, though.
I suppose if you're looking to get rid of one, then
hey,
red.
Dermot's in the building. Everyone,
right there, mate.
Dermot, what is up, brother? Good to see you, my man. But yeah, so do you guys think that? I don't know. I just think that obviously Sonny. I think it's actually for once the club kind of planning for the future. And replacing that kind of outside forward, cut in, score type player, and then finally replacing Sonny.
Colin, you say for once we're planning for the future. How many of these players have we signed where we signed someone that's really young and then we just don't see them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing for the future, but he's actually playing. I guess that's the difference.
Getting the minutes to cook him.
Yeah,
I think the ones that
he's like a pie. He's like
another club.
He's like a pie. Ellie, you might be onto something there.
Yeah. Brennan Johnson, to me, just looks a bit starstruck at the moment, like he's not come to grips with where he is at the moment.
Although when we needed somebody to actually take a shot, he was willing to do it. I mean, I love Decky. I love Kulusevski more than I probably should, but he just hesitated and wouldn't take a shot against West Ham, where at least Johnson gave it a go a couple of times,
Kulu shot one, but it was like way past the post.
But he would just every single time, you could tell he had no intent to ever put it in the goal. He was always looking for the cross, always looking for the pass. He never made the move to the goal and tried to shoot at all during West Ham. I mean, usually he does, but there was some sort of weird hesitation in his game, and I don't know what that was. And while Johnson had no power behind any of his shots, at least he tried a few times, Somebody had to step up and attempt a goal because nobody was doing it,
Yeah, I think our players have to be a bit more greedy because they're all like pass. Think, well, how many passes are you going to put in before you get a shot in? You know what I mean? When we're like Arsenal, when they kept on passing. We're not clinical enough. Shoot the goal. Shoot in the goal, for God's sake.
Nita says it right now. Coys, we ain't perfect just now. Playing Ange style. Cussing just now. I'm slightly, that one's harder for me to read, but I like it. I like you, Nita. I agree with what you're saying on principle of it being you. So guys, it is 3 a.m. over in England. I'm rambling. If you can hear it in my voice, I'm really tired. But I just wanted to say big up to all you guys. Thank you so much for being here today.
You guys stayed up really late. You're warriors.
Yeah. You really are.
The thing is, if Colin asked me the day before, I'll be here. But you drop it on me last minute 9 times out of 10, dude.
No, but this time I didn't. I asked you.
No, you asked me. You asked me yesterday, so I made time for you, Colin. I made time for you.
See, exactly. I'm trying to be better about that type of stuff. But to everybody watching, thank you so much for tuning in to Talking Ball. Real quick, let's go around the horn. It's probably been done 1,000 times, but I'm just gonna say win or lose or draw. I don't care about your scores. I don't give a shit about your scores.
We're gonna win tomorrow.
Adrian says we're winning. Adrian says we're gonna win later today. Kuva
winning. I'm gonna say 4-3 as well for the score.
Wow, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
Newcastle are leggy, and they've got that Champions League game. They've got to win midweek. So
right, yeah,
I think that'll be on their minds, which will just give us the edge, you know.
Well, Scott says draw. Hasper says another L. Win says Jacob. Big love, Jacob. Thank you for being here, my homie. Thanks again for
the Jacob. Go, Jacob.
Josh, you haven't given us yours.
Scott said a draw. You can tell Christmas.
Exactly. I know. Is he okay? Somebody check Scott for a fever.
Yeah, I don't think it's really Scott. Somebody's cloned his account because he would not be that positive.
Hey, and like Jacob says, everybody, make sure you like and sub. It's a good channel. It's a weird one, but that's part of its goodness. And like I said, no fights here. Always a nice, fun time. Jacob, or not, you're not Jacob, you're Josh. Both J names. Josh above me. Let's hear it. Win, lose, or draw, buddy.
Lose 3-2.
His face. Don't make it.
Oh my god. Shame.
Listen. There's a logical reason behind it. Okay. Every time I predict Spurs to win, we fucking lose.
All right.
Reverse psychology.
Well, Jacob says win. Tequila says probably a draw. Philip though says we're gonna lose. Newcastle are gonna win 3-1. Philip, you son of a gun. I love you, Philip, but you're a real son of a bitch for that one. No, I'm just kidding. You're a fine guy, Phil. I mean that. Your mama too. Big love to you. And 3-1 Newcastle though. I don't see it. Tequila though, winner gets 2 injuries back. That's a reward. Hey,
then we better damn well win.
Right? Eltel, we know that guy. Something tells me Jose is laying in bed watching this. What a cool dude. He says 4-0. 4-0 incoming. Jose. We will finish our brekkie, lunch, and dinner tomorrow. Hell yeah.
I hope you're right.
I think he is.
He is. Stick with your reverse psychology thing. I'm cool with that, Josh.
I hope you're wrong.
Hasper says we're losing.
If we finish our breakfast, lunch, and dinner, we're only winning 3-0. Aren't we?
That's true. True. Assuming each one is
but then you get your just desserts as well, don't you?
Edward, Edward, thanks for sticking with us, man.
Brunch,
a nice cream cake.
Midday snack.
Everybody, big up for Edward though for sticking with us for an hour and a half of this craziness, whatever this show was. Thank you, Edward. Says we can't self-implode for our 5th time, 2-2. And Hasper hates games versus Newcastle. The only one that comes to mind for me is like the one that they beat us. They were already relegated, and they beat us at the end of the season a couple of years ago. What if I choose to have a brunch? I would love to have brunch. Like right now, it's only 9:14 p.m., but I'm hungry. Philip Bidwell says, I don't care who wins though, as we are top at the moment. Oh, Philip's a Liverpool supporter.
That's only until Man City absolutely pump Luton.
And then will you be second? And then remember that time we played you in the Champions League final and Sadio Mane had to cheat just to get you guys on the scoreboard. I was watching that. Double helpings for pudding. So that's where the 4th goal is coming from. Angie's bringing something we don't know. Back off, give him a chance. Lose, win, or draw. Fresh. Ange, be back. Don't get him sacked. Agreed. Big up. And Hasper says, don't you guys remember when they had Tim Kroll? Oh, my God. He was a monster. And then big up Philip Bidwell, an LSC fan, but a good one. Oh, I was just giving him shit. Philip, we appreciate you, man. It's just nice to have people hanging out. You're all good with me, Philip. All good with me. But Tim Kroll
he was so Spursy, wasn't he? Like he knew, especially in penalty shootouts.
He'd have this shit written on his bottle, and he'd be like, And then he'd walk up and he'd be like, I know you're gonna go left, you fucking bitch. And then just to psych you out, he would, for the kick.
And then you try and double, and then you try and double down and double cross him, and then you'd actually go left, and he'd go left with you.
Yeah.
Do you remember we went through that phase? Tim Krul was part of it, where every opposition team turned up and their goalkeeper played the game of their life, and it was happening almost every week. It was weird.
It was. But you guys, okay. Before we end off, I'm getting a sore throat. What are some last words? Some good last words. Come on, you Spurs from me, but I'll give everyone a chance. Last words, everybody.
Good vibes. Good vibes. No matter what, win, lose, or draw.
No injuries.
I like everything I've heard. Josh, what's your parting statement?
Quiz.
And Adrian, Ellie.
Ange, we trust.
Boom.
Mine is Ange Postecoglou is the football guru.
Boom. I love it. And then here we go. I'll play us out with our favorite song and the player we need back more than anything. My team has got James Madison. James Madison is what we need. Whoa, thank God we got James Madison. This kid plays ball like you would never believe. Whoa.